Thanks for moving here, educated fire movement, MacroMarkets 28FEB25. Today, as opposed to the usual analysis of why, let's talk about some motivation because possibly right now, all of us, we need some motivation. Okay, so what happened is that just myself included, okay, the ETF that I invest in dropped 17% overnight. And although this is actually not the worst because last year, August, I experienced one time 25% drop overnight. I have slowly grew to appreciate all this and also at the same time to look at things from a different lenses. So hopefully some things today that could value at you and also calm some nerves for you guys. So first thing first, right, for the fear and greed index, yes, back to extreme fear. And if you look at the previous reading in August 2024, Japanese yen carry trade, at the point of time, it was dropped to around 17, 16 or so, more or less there. And at the same time, right, I have also posted this to my accelerator community. This was exactly the bottom previously, 5th of August 2024. So you can just go and check it out. Because of this, right, this is not a good time for us to panic sell. Or rather, if we have no money, hold. But if you have money, then maybe take some risk for the market. Generally, that's the end. I would like to offer you guys a vision, image that I have for myself. So there's a Chinese saying, right, 我们的肉跟血做的. All of us, we have flesh and blood, right? Think about this picture that two fighters, they step into a ring, they want to fight with one another, you're going to punch each other. And the pain is universal. So like feeling right now, the big boys will be feeling also, a hedge fund, institution, they're all feeling so. If it is of interest for them to make money, which over a long run, stock market should go up in value so they can report to their investors to show that they are profitable so they can stay in the job. If that is that, if my hypothesis is true, then this would just temporary. That's my view. Okay. And also, right, certainly my portfolio has dropped from has just dropped 17%. Last week, I've shown you guys that my portfolio has went up to all-time high. At the same time, based on year-to-date performance, it was up 16%. But then at the same time, right now, as of this recording, I'm down 1% year-to-date. It's like 20% drawdown, right? And of course, I guess along the way, for us to be sustainable in this entire journey, is really about the psychological side. And just think of you, if you're following my work, especially recent months, right, I've been putting a lot of efforts onto optimizing my swing bear ratio. And this is exactly how I am feeling throughout. For a long periods of time, generally I will sell some options, I will get some fundings, I will use the fundings to buy some options to hedge, to protect my portfolio. And few things can happen. If the market continues to go up, the rest of my strategy will benefit from it, but my sleeping bear will not profit, or even most of it will expire worthless. It's not profitable. And once you know the situation, the market did crash, and I was temporarily having some paper win, but eventually market went back up again. Actually, that also lost and expire worthless. So I ask myself, hey, should I have just and without buying? Is it necessary to long those options to protect myself? Am I hedging too much? Am I limiting my upside? Or this week I learned from my second situation whereby I actually risk, I had the profits of $1,178 this week. And then eventually the next day, the market went up. I felt like a genius. At the bottom, I took profits on my short side and then it went back up. I felt like a genius for one day and then the next day, the ETF dropped 17%. Even though it does sound very crazy, 17%, but I know what I'm doing because the whole structure will take care of itself. That's the reason why I'm still smiling over here. But I guess my learning point and also insights this time around will be, instead of learning to predict a market, which we probably cannot predict anyway, then I guess what we can do over here is to position ourselves, not to predict, but to position ourselves. For example, in all market conditions, evergreen growth strategy will continue to generate income. And then if market rallies, bullish cash compounder will compound more. Sidewards, then my kangaroo cover call should be able to generate some small money. And even a market crash like this week, then my sleeping bear is the one that is doing most of the job. And so all in all, while not all the strategies will be in the sweet spot, but I know that at least some of them, they have some profits here and there. And that will take care of three important psychology. Okay, fear we know, greed we know, but then what we overlook is impatience is very important. So because no matter how the market goes, as long as I'm able to generate some cash flow every single week, then we are able to deploy the cash to do some other strategy, such as the bullish cash compounder or some other stuff, that would solve the problem of impatience. And I guess, right, if we couldn't solve impatience, the implication for not solving our impatience is that sometimes in this kind of market condition, we will panic sell. Or when the market will fly out too fast, and then we just YOLO and we get very aggressive into the market because of impatience, right? And then eventually when market turns south, then that's when we start to feel fearful again. This whole sentiment psychology just need to go on, in which we want to get out of this cycle instead of predicting. Learn to position ourselves better. I don't think that what I have right now is perfect, but comparing to 1 year ago, right now I'm actually much more zen. I would be lying to you if I would just, this is just another market day. But then I do feel a little bit uneasy. But as compared to 1 year ago, right now I feel that, okay, I've improved. And if I survived back then, I think I should be able to survive this time around as well. With that, I'll see you next week. Bye.